actually only know the Newsboys with Michael, with you in the band. So I'm really excited for what to expect, and I hope to be able to catch the Orlando show. And obviously, churches all over the world have been singing Newsboy songs forever, and I do know some of the older Newsboy songs. But it's just so cool to see you guys come together. Now, I want to say this. I want to get a little bit serious because, the times that we live in, there's so much divisiveness, there's so much disunity, and just even looking at you guys, you all look different. I love that. Just talk about the importance of coming together in these times, coming together as a band where usually, when a band goes their separate ways or some members leave, there's usually tension or some weird thing. Talk about just the importance of unity, and you guys can just kind of jump in however you'd like.
Well, we're about love. At the end of the day, the two greatest commandments. We there? We good?
Yeah.
The two greatest commandments, both are about love. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Love your neighbor as yourself. If that's your motivation, that's going to change some things. Otherwise, you got issues. And love is a verb. Always has been, always will be. For God so loved the world that He gave. It's another verb. So for me, it's like we're living integration. I say I'm chocolate. These guys are vanilla. Fact is, that's the beauty of the human race. It's found in the diversity of the human race. And we live on a bus together, a yellow submarine, so to speak. And we travel the world together, 48 countries and counting. And we do this. The motivation of occupation is forgiveness. God forgave us and loves us. Why not share that message?
Amen.
I just love the dead silence. Maybe it's the fact that we've all known each other long enough to realize we're all kind of fools. We're all kind of idiots. And we all need grace. And we all need a huge dose of mercy from our God and from one another. And so, when you're living in grace, it's easy to extend it to those around you. But we like each other too, which is kind of helpful. So
yeah,
it's funny to have it together with guys you've known for years, and you go, have my fun, have fun out on the road. It's after the show, before the show, or catering, just hanging out with the boys. It's like high school never let out. Well, college is still in session with these guys. It's not going to change. It's fantastic.
We've all known each other a long time, and we have a lot of experiences together, and that's something it's really a blessing, and it's priceless. And I think unity is something that's really need to be talked about now in America more than ever before. And you see a lot of that with musicians. I think that's great because music is something that does unite people. And you don't see a lot of racists making great music, but I don't think there's any making. I don't think they can make.
Or succeeding, as you say.
Yes, and so I think it is important, and it's there naturally, and it's something that we all have to. It doesn't. It's there naturally, but it doesn't come naturally. It's meant to be a part of us, and we're meant to be. But it is something you have to work at. But it comes from realization that relationships are really important. They're more important than your job.
Yeah.
They're more important than your calling, whatever you want to call it. They're more important than music. Relationships are really... and they're not meant to be... I don't know if you're meant to have thousands of them, but the ones that you do have are really meant to be something you got to look after as best you can.
Yeah.
I think another sort of great point of unity in what we get to do is... part of it is families, because we've been at this so long, we get to bring together, parents and children, even grandparents who were fans way back, who took their kids to our shows, back in the 90s.
Your mom and dad.
Yeah, and so you have that, but then you also have kind of the ecumenical side where when you go to an arena and play a show, you're drawing people from all kinds of denominations, all kinds of churches, and they're not worried about their doctrinal differences at this point. They're just together in unity, worshiping God and having a great time.
Love that.